Cowboy and Indian decide to give Horse a surprise for his birthday. They make a few careless and unintentional mistakes, leading them into a lot of trouble. Afraid that Horse will not like it, they try to hide it from him. However, Horse does find out, and then they work together to undo the effects of the mistakes that they've made. Stick around to the end to see how the whole story unfolds. Hello and welcome to Comedy Recap. Today we will give you a recap of the film A Town Called Panic. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. The movie starts with Postman coming into town while whistling. He's bringing parcels and packages for the residents of the town. On the way, he is greeted by the policeman of the town who tells him to carry on. Then the postman makes his way to the house of Stephen, who is a farmer. He delivers a package to him and makes his way back to the policeman and hands over a package to him as well. The scene then cuts to Horse, Indian, and Cowboy in the washroom. The horse is in the bathtub, whereas Cowboy and Indian are fighting over who gets to go inside the shower. Meanwhile, there is a knock on the door and Horse leaves to answer it, while telling both Indian and Cowboy to calm down. Indian is able to get into the shower first, whereas Cowboy protests outside. The bell on the door was actually the postman, who gives Horse his daily newspaper. In the living room, Horse is reading a newspaper, while Indian makes him coffee. Cowboy is reading another newspaper, out of which falls a letter addressed to Horse, delivered by the postman. Horse reads it, telling Cowboy and Indian that his brother-in-law is wishing him happy birthday. Suddenly, both of them realize they haven't wished Horse his birthday, and neither do they have a present for him. Horse gets up to do his work, and Cowboy and Indian start thinking and brainstorming on what to give Horse as a gift for his birthday. Cowboy has an idea, which is to give Horse a hat or a cap. Indian, on the other hand, does not like this idea and starts looking for another. He sees a pig outside his window and suddenly gets an idea. He suggests that they should do barbecue for Horse. But there is an issue. They need bricks to make the structure for the barbecue, which they do have, but not enough. They come up with an idea to distract Horse so that they can use his computer to order more bricks online. They use Steven in their plans as well. Since Steven is their neighbor as well, they make him call Horse and tell him to pick the animals up from the school. Steven lies that his tractor isn't working. Horse is hesitant at start, but as soon as Steven tells him that the animals are in Mrs. Longry's class, which immediately excites Horse. Horse assures he'll pick the animals up, leaving in a hurry. Cowboy and Indian then make their way back home and use Horse's computer to order bricks online. Cowboy types his name and puts an order of 50 bricks, which he calculated would be sufficient for the barbecue. Although, while ordering, they are careless and accidentally put a coffee mug on the keyboard, which inserts a number of zeros to the actual number 50, making it 50 million. They order them without double checking. In the meantime, Horse reaches the school. He meets Simon at first, who is playing a very big piano with perfection. He then leads Horse to Mrs. Longry's class. Horse basically has a crush on Mrs. Longry, which motivated him to go to the school to pick up the animals in the first place. The horse is nervous and hesitant to enter inside, but Simon makes the first move by opening the door. The horse tells Miss Longry that he is here to pick up the animals, and Mrs. Longry dismisses the class, telling everyone to wait in the car, leaving Horse and Miss Longry alone in the room. A sense of tension can be felt in the room since not only does Horse like Mrs. Longry, but Mrs. Longry also likes Horse. She asks him to play the piano, saying she wants to hear it. Reluctantly, the horse plays it, but very poorly, since he's very bad at it. Mrs. Longry then offers to teach Horse how to play the piano, to which he agrees. She tells Simon to enroll Horse in 50 classes, but Horse interrupts, telling Simon to enroll him in 100 classes, wanting to spend more time with Mrs. Longry. Horse then leaves with the kids. Back home, the bricks start to arrive and Cowboy signs the receipt. Indian also signs it saying he ordered it, so he should be the one receiving it. They then realize their mistake as the shipments don't stop coming. In fact, there are so many delivery trucks that they cause a traffic jam, in which the horse gets stuck, giving Cowboy and Indian time to clean it up and make a barbecue area as well. They hide the bricks on the roof of the house in the form of a huge cube, but it goes unnoticed by Horse, who crashes his car into the barbecue area. He comes inside, asking what it is in there, and he gets surprised by everyone. The policeman, Stephen, and his wife Janice, and others are there for his party. Mrs. Longry also joins them, which is quite surprising for Horse. They both dance romantically and are accompanied by Janice and policemen. However, drunk Stephen wakes up and creates a scene of seeing his wife with the policeman, causing them to leave. Everybody leaves, and in the end, Mrs. Longry fixes Horse's car for him too. She gives him a little kiss while leaving, which leaves Horse startled and speechless. As soon as they go to sleep, the bricks over the house are putting a lot of weight on it, so it causes the roof to collapse. However, Horse realizes the problem and starts to run outside, taking along Cowboy and Indian, who are dead asleep and tired from managing bricks all day. They crash the car due to the force of the blast of the collapse of the house and faint. They wake up the next day only to find their house destroyed by the bricks. Horse sees the receipt for the bricks and realizes the problem and beats Cowboy and Indian up for their mistake. They start to rebuild the house, and by night it starts to rain. They run to Steven's house asking for shelter, in which he lets them stay in the animal's shed. The next day, they wake up only to see their half-built house has disappeared. They get worried but start building again, and this time chain it for the night so that nobody can steal it. They also hide nearby to catch the thieves. At night, some people come and take their house by cutting the chain. Horse, Cowboy, and Indian follow them, but only get to chase one out of the three thieves who had a pot stuck to his foot. They go after him into the woods, and he leads them into a cabin. Inside the cabin, Horse and Cowboy fall into a hole while searching, which leads them to hang over a cliff for their lives. At the farm, the policeman arrests and jails Steven on suspicion of stealing the walls. On the cliff, the thief is also there and introduces himself as Gerard. Cowboy also joins them, causing the cliff edge to break, and they all start to fall into an abyss. Gerard cleverly escapes, whereas the rest of the three are left atop the falling stones. Indian finds an escape route, which leads them into a snowy area. They walk around in search of Gerard in extreme cold and winds, but are sucked upon by a big snow-sucking machine shaped as a penguin, where they meet Gerard again. The machine sucks snow and throws snowballs to places around the globe. Places are selected through a system inside the machine. They find three scientists working inside who kidnap them and make them do chores forcefully. Back in town, the policeman finds some evidence and releases Steven from jail. In the machine, they all manage to escape when the scientists go out to fight an angry mammoth. However, Gerard messes up, and instead of going to the farm, they land in the sea, where they lose Gerard again. In search of Gerard, they go underwater and find the lost walls that they had built earlier. The thieves were unwilling to give their house back when they were asked politely, and left piranhas on the three, scaring them away. Horse, Cowboy, and Indian come up with a plan by tricking the thieves and getting them to move out of their houses. But when they try to move the house again, it breaks, causing the thieves to get angry and chase them with weapons. The three of them climb up a staircase-looking cliff that leads them right to the pond of Steven. They come out and block the pond with bricks, but one of the thieves has already made his way in. They steal Steven's house as well. Suddenly, there is a flood which takes them all to Simon's school. Upon returning, they find the whole town destroyed. They then start to rebuild again, and the scene is cut. The scene opens again, showing the town 1 year later. The horse is playing piano professionally, and it's his birthday again. Back in town, Cowboy and Indian light up a firework, which goes badly and destroys the town again. In this scene, the movie ends and the credits are displayed. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.